The Sri Lanka's chief government whip, Mr. Johnston Fernando, who is a Roman Catholic Vatican state, loyal citizen, since he's a Roman Catholic Vatican state, member, because he's a member of the Roman Catholic, religion. So now, him along with Mr. Nimal Lanza, who is also a Roman Catholic state member in Europe, they together, support President Kota Mahinda Rajapaksa and praise him. He says all people must not protest. Only unintelligent people will protest against the government this time. They praise actually Mr. Johnston Fernando and Mr. Nimal Lanza. Okay, they are like special royal family praisers who always praise them in the media. They never criticize this Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa. You have to criticize when you need to criticize. This exposed that they have been planted by the Roman Catholic Church of Sri Lanka through the Roman Catholic Vatican Church to destroy Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa's future career, because soon they will remove Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa from office, right? Because Mr. Johnston Fernando, I remember somewhere in 2011 or 10, when the war ended, he did not have a job. He was very depressed. He appeared on the media, Rupahini, in 2009 to 10 period. I can't remember this time. He looked very depressed and he had no hope. Everything he lost. I think he was not at that time a member of the UNP either. So at that time only I tweeted and requested Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa to absorb into the People's Alliance Party and offer him a chance to contest. Then he comes now, and now he played a duplicity role, knowing this my support, and as on humanitarian grounds he exposed as a member of the Roman Catholic Church Vatican together with Mr. Nimal Lanza to the damage the Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa. That is why they praise Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa for these housing development, road development programs, and because Mr. Johnston Fernando, the highways minister, is responsible for this road construction, behind the U.S. embassy that time last year. We have to respect the U.S. embassy, right? You can't risk their security by having a road behind the U.S. embassy. At that time I did not take it up, because to expose Mr. Johnston Fernando later. Now it is the time to expose him, since he tried to harm Sri Lanka's, Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. The same way, Srilanti Rajapaksa took Mahinda Rajapaksa to Vatican, church, and had chats with Pope, I think the Pope Francis that time, I could remember. And then, later he, using that strategy, President Mahinda Rajapaksa lost the third term, which he would have easily won, right, at 2015. And then, once again, since I exposed the Roman Catholic Church and the Pope visiting Sri Lanka and try to destroy Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa's future, now the church don't come in more directly, but they use Mr. Johnston Fernando and Nimal Lanza to attack Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa's family in this instance and destroy his future as the Prime Minister of this country. So this is what Sri Lanka must protect Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa's family.